Welcome to Golden Software's video training for Surfer 11. Surfer is a versatile gridding, contouring, and surface mapping software package. In this demonstration, I'll be working with base maps. Base maps are very important for displaying information such as roads, well locations, section and township lines, aerial photographs, etc. You can import any number of files as base maps such as DXF, shape, georeferenced image files, and BLN files. The file will import in real-world map coordinates according to the file, so you can overlay it with your other map layers. To import a file as a base map, click Map, New, Base Map. Select the ca2000.gsp file and click Open. A map object is created with one layer called base ca2000.gsp in the Object Manager. I can click the plus button to the left of the base layer to expand the group. You can see all of the individual components of the file. In this example, the base layer contains the counties of California as polygons. Once a file is imported as a base map, you can edit, remove, or add individual items to the base layer. You have the option to change all of the properties for all items at once. For example, to change the line style for all of the polygons in the base map layer, click on base ca2000.gsp in the Object Manager. On the General page in the Property Manager, click on the plus next to Line Properties. I'll click on the color and change the color to yellow and increase the width value to 0.02 inches. You can also change the properties of each individual item in a base map by clicking on it in the plot window or in the Object Manager. I'll click on this polygon. Make the changes you desire to the polygon properties. I'll choose a fill pattern and I'll change the foreground color to purple, and I'll change the background opacity value to 0. You can see that the polygon is now filled with my selected properties. You can remove items simply by selecting them in the plot window and pressing the delete key on the keyboard. This filled polygon is already selected as indicated by the small cyan selection circles around it. I'll press delete on the keyboard and the polygon is deleted. You can also reshape polylines and polygons in a base map. This is useful if the objects in the base map file were not originally drawn correctly, or if they need to be slightly adjusted. In this case, I probably wouldn't want to actually reshape the counties of California, but I will do so to exemplify how to reshape objects. I'll zoom in a bit closer to the map using the mouse scroll wheel. Select the object you want to reshape and click Draw, Reshape. When you enter into reshape mode, all of the vertices that make up the polyline or polygon are visible as small squares. This way you can select any vertex and move it to a new location to make changes to the shape of the object. You can hold the Control key down and click to add a vertex, or click a vertex and press the delete key to delete it. If you want to reshape another object, simply click on that object and reshape it. Press the Escape key on the keyboard to exit reshape mode. I'll click View, Fit to Window so we can see the entire map again. More advanced editing, such as adding items, selecting multiple items, or copying and pasting items, requires you to enter the base layer group. Entering the base layer group allows you to perform more functions on the individual components of that base map. To enter the group, right-click over the base layer in the Object Manager and click Enter Group. Now you can add additional items to the base layer, such as text labels, lines, or polygons. To add more items to the base layer, simply use the commands under the Draw menu. I'll click Draw, Text, click in the plot window, type in my new text label, and click OK. The text is now part of the base map. You can see the text in the plot window, and the text object is included in the Object Manager as part of the base layer. I'll press Escape on the keyboard to exit drawing mode. You can also select multiple items at once to change their properties. This is useful if you want to change the properties of multiple items but not all the items in the base map, and changing them individually would be too tedious. Click on the first item you want to select. When you are entered into the base group, selected objects are indicated by gray selection boxes connected with a blue line. This is called the bounding box. You can either hold the Shift key and click on the last item, or you can hold the Control key and select multiple non-contiguous items. When you select multiple items, the bounding box in the plot window expands as each item is added to the selection. Once the polygons are selected, make the edits you want. I'll click the Line tab and change the color from yellow to orange. You can see that all the polygons I selected now have an orange line color. If some objects are overlapping or not placed correctly, you can simply select an object, such as the text label I created, and drag it to its new location. You can also copy and paste items in a base layer. Select an item either in the plot window or the object manager. Click Edit Copy and Edit Paste. When you're done with your changes, exit the base layer group by right-clicking over Base in the Object Manager and going to Exit Group. A new feature for Surfer 11 is the ability to read attribute information from the imported files. Click on an object under the base ca2000.gsp layer, then the Info tab, and we can see the attributes listed. If I click on a few other objects, we can see the attribute information change. Click the Edit button to open the attribute editor. You can edit, add, delete, or rearrange any attribute. Clicking Copy copies the attribute list, which can then be pasted into other programs or a text window in the plot. You can use the attribute information to place labels on your base map. Click the base ca2000.gsp object and then click the Labels tab. Click the Label Source drop-down and choose Secondary, and we will see the county names from our attribute information appear. If I change the label source to Template, I can add multiple attributes to be displayed as labels at the same time. You can also add additional text if you wish. This concludes the video training for working with base maps in Surfer 11. If you have any additional questions, please contact Golden Software.